So time went past, and me and my roommate, we were standing outside because it was just me and her at that point. Everybody had left. So we were standing outside, and she was with me throughout. When I tell y'all, she was with me throughout the whole entire time that she could be with me. She was with me. And I thank God for, like, it was like he had an angel. Like she was my angel, but I know angels are men, but it was like she was like an angel. She was so sweet, and she was with me the whole entire time. She was trying to strengthen me by encouraging me, and then I started to lose faith, and I was starting to get overwhelmed and very stressed out, and to where I felt like I couldn't trust her anymore. I was like, I can't help you anymore. I don't want to help you guys anymore. I said, this is just too much. If this is how it's going to be with me trying to get back home and I can't even get home, I said, I can't help y'all anymore. And then she was like, I'm your friend, so you can trust me. I'm in this with you. And then I end up trusting her again. And I was like, okay, well, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So I ended up calling my mom again. And my mom said, push your pride to the side and call your family. And I was like, man, mom, I do not want to call them. She's like, well, you have to tell them why you're up here. Hold on. She was like, you have to tell them why you're up here. She said, push that pride to the side and contact her. So I ended up contacting my family member. And that's when I was able to get out of Atlantic City. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was finally able to breathe. But before I was able to leave Atlantic City, I had walked up out of there. And it was dark this time. So when I walked up out of there, I met my cousin at a casino. So me and my roommate walked up out of there. And that's when I tell you, everybody was crowded inside of the bus station, like in front of it, and they were all like looking at me, and I was holding onto my roommate hand. I was like, oh, you can't let go of me, this is a huge crowd, hold my hand. So she held my hand. I walked through the crowd. I felt like someone was going to grab me, but nobody touched me. So then that's when we finally made it to where I was supposed to be at, and I ended up getting picked up, and I was able to get back home, and the rest is history. Now I'm going to go to the part to where I was at home and where it all started. So I made it back home, and a couple weeks went by. I kept on contacting my roommates, my friends that I left up there. They kept in contact with me, and that's when Hannah had FaceTime me. My other friend, she had FaceTime me, and she was like, "Guess what, Juanita?" I said, "What?" She said, "I'm off of the medication." I said, "Really? See, I told you you can't. You don't have to take it. They can't make you take anything." She said, "I know." I said, "Don't you feel better?" She said, "Yes, I feel so much better." She said, "Thank you so much." And then she told me how they kicked her out for 4 days. She was out on the streets for 4 days because they saw her talking to me before I left. So I felt bad that they kicked her out. Then my other roommate, he was a boy, and he was telling me how they kicked him out as well because he would not give them his birth certificate. He said he took his birth certificate back and social security card back, and they kicked him out because they would not talk to them. I said, do not tell them any more of your information. I said, just keep everything to yourself. And